time it is. What's the Word Sports Podcast? You already know it's your boy Manny.
It's your boy Sean.
Welcome to another episode on this wonderful show that we got on. First of all, I want to say thank y'all for tuning in each and every week that we be on. We don't take it for granted, and we got a lot of stuff to get on to. Um, what's on the topic? I know you seen the background. Is you already know what time it is. It's NBA Finals time, so let's dive into um, the topics of of the NBA Finals. So what's
Yeah.
going on?
You got the Spurs versus the Knicks, game one of this finals. So I guess what we can talk about is how do you see this series going and who do you have tonight?
Well, what do you mean like who's who needs the game on most or something like that?
Like what's your final prediction of the finals? Like
Oh, like who's gonna win it all?
like 4-3, 4-2.
I think it's gonna go to six.
Okay.
I think it's gonna go to six, and I think the Spurs gonna take it. I feel the Spurs gonna take it. I feel like tonight. Um, I think tonight is very important for the Knicks to win this game. They are kind of like um, the underdogs for real team. Nobody kind of really expect them to win. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
Or let alone compete with Victor Wembanyama because of they don't have no really player in their team to really defend. Victor Wembanyama. I mean, even a couple days ago during his press conference, Mike Brown, reporter asked him. They said, "How do you defend Victor Wembanyama?" His response was, "You just gotta pray." So, you don't have no game plan. You have no strategy to try to stop this man. Um, that tells me that they don't have no 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 game plan to stop Victor, and as a result, I think Victor is going to go crazy. This series, not only is this series, I think he's going to win MVP final, NBA Finals. This is my prediction. I think it's going to be over in six. But but in general, tonight's game, I think the Knicks needs to win this game in order to make a statement saying that, like, look here, this is going to be a battle. This is going to be uh, um, a tough one. You know what I mean? A head-to-head joint. This ain't going to be no easy type series. You just not. It's not going to be something that you're going to be able to skate through. You know what I mean? Or beat us. You have to. Come toe to toe with us. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
yeah, nah. Spurs is definitely gonna win this series. 4-2. It's Wemby's time. Wemby, like you said, Wemby's gonna win finals MVP. It's just gonna add to his legacy. I mean, he's been doing great things this whole season. I said it in the video, from training with the Monks to becoming defensive player of the year to becoming Western Conference player of the game, or Western Conference MVP to Finals MVP. He's having a magical season. So, and it's only the beginning. It's only the beginning. Of course, the Knicks have to win this game, but more than likely they're not going to win this game. First game in San Antonio, I doubt that the Spurs is going to lose this game. And I don't. Is Mitchell Robinson playing?
He's questionable. We're
Yeah,
not holding on to him around.
yeah. Mister Broken Pinky. We're they're not afraid of him. They're not afraid of him. If he decides he wants to play basketball, they're gonna smack that hand all day.
Yeah,
They're gonna smack that hand. You want to play with a broken pinky? I see you if you can actually play. Jalen Brunson is gonna have to be unreal this series to get a win.
yeah,
Just keep it to me. He's gonna have to play unreal. He's gonna have to go off every game.
yeah,
So, and I don't see Jalen Brunson being able to carry this team to a series win in his finals. And if he does, then Jalen Brunson is that guy. He is the man of New York. But I can't see them beating the Spurs.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, like the only way that I probably see them like go to toe to toe or even win the series is, at the end of the day, yeah, Jalen Brunson got to be phenomenal, but somebody else got to step up to the plate. You know what I mean? Other than Jalen Brown. I mean, you look at this playoff series that the New York Knicks had, and the New York Knicks ran like was running. It was like um other players stepped up to the plate, like Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, those type of guys. It wasn't just Jalen Brunson doing all the work in one night. You know what I'm saying? It was always somebody got hot, and some other player got hot. You get what I'm saying? That's what kind of made this like playoff run in the Knicks way kind of special because everybody was contributing, everybody was having the hot hand, and everybody was finding ways to win. You know what I mean? And so I think if they go with that type of formula, then probably maybe. But then, like I said, I don't see nobody in that team in the next team that's going to stop Victor Wembanyama from going inside the paint and really just being destructive. I don't see Karl Anthony Towns doing a lot of impact. I mean, he might have some impact, but it won't be enough. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, I don't think Carl Anthony Towns will really have an impact as well. I mean, like I said, he's going against the defensive player of the year.
yeah,
All the damn not wanting to play in the paint, wanting to shoot threes. Wemby is going to be on that, ready to block every shot. So I mean, he could try playing at that 3 point line if he want to. He gonna find out.
they definitely going to find out.
You
But
what's
yeah,
up?
man,
What's
how
up,
you doing? Thank you for coming to the show. Appreciate you. Joining the conversation, joining the show, on the live chats and everything like that. But yeah, um, so who you think will win tonight's game?
Spurs? No
Spurs?
question. Yeah, no question. Because as much as you saying that the Knicks got to make a statement win, the Spurs got to make a statement win as well. They're a young team.
I
They
think
they
they
haven't,
both.
they haven't been there. No, I
Yeah,
don't. I don't think anyone on that team has been in the finals. They're a young team,
yeah, they both there.
so it's like this is a statement win for them to show that they're here. They're not just here for play.
They here to win it.
hmm So yeah, I got the Spurs
Yeah,
one.
I feel like they both. I feel like they both. Both Knicks and Spurs. Um, you know, it's a boring game, especially game one. But if the Knicks do lose game one, they gotta find a way to win game two. You know what I mean? It's kind of like if the Spurs win game one, the Knicks got to win game two. If the Knicks win game one, the Spurs got to win game two. You know what I mean? Like that, type of opposite type thing.
Um,
It's just a show because it's all about like what is your mentality going into this game. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. You know what I
yeah,
mean? You know,
I agree, but then at the same time I don't agree. And the only reason I don't agree is playing in New York City. It is a difference compared to a lot of sports towns. Playing in New York, playing in that playing there, it's
environment.
different. It's different. New York comes out. They comes out and they
They
show
do.
love to the team.
They do.
So it's not going to be easy. Like let's say if the Spurs go up 2-0, it's not going to be easy for the Spurs to get wins at away. So I think even if they go up 2-0, I think the Knicks could tie the series back up at home.
I don't know about.
I do think that. Not
I
not
don't
saying
know,
that
bro.
they
I mean,
will. I'm not saying they will, but I think they have the possibility of doing that at home.
they got the possibility, but it's been showing the past playoffs that OKC has been playing really good in the away games. So you know what I mean. I mean, heck, they beat the defending champions in their home turf in order to go to the NBA Finals. So it looks like to me that wherever they go is not a problem. find a way to win whenever they win. You know what I'm saying?
That
So
is true, but the Knicks have also been undefeated since for like 2 months. So I mean, even it all cancels out.
I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, it is very it's an intriguing type matchup. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a match that you want to see. You know, two young, hungry type young franchises. That's you look at a guy like Jalen Brunson. You know what I mean? That have been through a lot. You know, um, with the Dallas Mavericks. You know, was under Luka Doncic was able to get out of the shadow. You know that everybody can say and went to his own franchise, went to the Knicks, and I wouldn't say dominate, since he's been a Knick, but he's been a real good player for them ever since he's been a Knick or face of the franchise. And then, now he has an opportunity to take the Knicks to the NBA Finals since over, 30 years or something like that.
Mhm.
So that's like a milestone, versus, the Spurs team. You got a team in the Spurs who, uh, Victor Wembanyama, his second year has been showing that he is the next man um, up and coming. He's the face of the league, and
Mhm.
then you know what I mean. And so I mean, um, and showing that he is the best. And so as a result, you know, it's definitely going to be an intriguing matchup starting tonight for sure. But I guess after all this, who do you feel like who's like during the series, who's the most important player in the game or the series?
Yama, I told you, everything I say is going to be for the Spurs, bro. I don't. The Knicks is not winning. The most important player is the best player in this series, Victor Wembanyama. He's the best player. If Victor Wembanyama gets hurt, they're not winning. Hey,
Oh, absolutely not.
that's true.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
he's the most
Yeah,
important player. Knicks still have a solid team without Brunson. Even though they need Brunson, don't get it wrong. They need Brunson to
I
win,
do.
but they still can compete. I can't see the Spurs competing without. Well, no, I'm lying. Spurs can compete because they did it. They did it. They did it already. So they can compete. But in order to win this series, they need Victor Wembanyama. So I think Victor Wembanyama is the most important player in the series. I mean, his
Yeah, he
offense,
can.
defense, offensive ability, defensive ability. Yeah. Go ahead, brother. My fault.
No, no, you good. No, you good. Yeah, that's why I kind of feel too. I feel like that Victor Wembanyama is the key to them even win this championship. Because without them, they really don't have a chance, and that's just the truth. They probably can compete, but they won't win. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's gonna be too much for the San Antonio Spurs. Yeah, the most important player is Victor. You know, what I mean, you see what he was talking about after that game that he beat the Thunder. He said, "I gotta win, like my life depends on it. It starts tonight, my man. It starts tonight." And we're going to be looking to see how bad do you really want it? How bad do you really want that championship and really want to show everybody that, look here, everybody, they got to go through me. You know what I mean? And nobody else. I'm really excited to see when Victor Wembanyama in his first final appearance, NBA Finals appearance, can showcase, not just tonight, but the rest of the series. Um, but yeah, the most important player is Victor because without Victor, they will not be in this position where they are right now. And so, yeah, absolutely. I would say Jalen Brunson, but I mean, yeah, Jalen Brunson is an important player. You know what I mean? But you know, they are a good team and everything, but he's not the real focus point. Like you know what I mean? Like the main focus point is Victor. So yeah, absolutely, I agree with you on that as well.
Uh,
Yeah. So yeah, that's the let us know what y'all prediction of tonight's game. Who you think is going to win tonight? Um, what the road to the NBA final championship starts tonight. Who y'all got? Knicks or the Spurs? Let us know in your group chat on the chat comment below. And make sure you continue to be a part of the conversation. Moving on to another topic that we already discussed is football. Football and the possibility of Aaron Donald coming back. He said that he has, ever since the trade that happened with Miles Garrett, he is definitely thinking about it and entertaining the idea of coming back to the Los Angeles Rams. Um, your thoughts, bro, about him actually thinking about coming out of retirement to join forces with Miles Garrett?
Um, if you haven't known, Miles Garrett, I mean not Miles Garrett, Aaron Donald has been working out ever since he's retired.
Like,
Aaron Donald is still in shape. Aaron Donald can still be a dominant player in this league.
mhm,
Um, Aaron Donald also retired very early. Very early. He could have played many more years. He could have been playing up to right now if he chose to.
right,
So if Aaron Donald is feeling the love again for the game and that love is making him want to come out of retirement, it's over for the whole league. It's over because at this point, Aaron Donald is not playing for money. So Aaron Donald might not even want no huge contract. Aaron Donald's
right.
going to play for the love of the game. So now you got Aaron Donald with Miles Garrett. And you got them two next to each other. Who is stopping that? You can't double team both of them. You can't. So who is going to
Right.
stop that? And even if you do decide to stop that, the Rams have other good defensive linemen. They have Braden Fisk, who they drafted in the second round. And then they have DN named Byron Young, who's also a good player. So you play with this Rams defense. This Rams defense with Aaron, if Aaron Donald was to come back, will be unstoppable. They would literally be a Madden team. The whole Rams team would be a Madden team because offensively they already was stacked, and we seen that last year. This year they added Miles Garrett, added Trent McDuffie, and you get Aaron Donald back. I don't even want to think about it. It's too scary, bro.
What's up, JB? How you doing, bro? Yeah, man. First of all, I want to tip my hat on to the Los Angeles Rams. For
Hey,
them
JB,
to,
what's up, buddy?
you know what I mean, for really um, putting their whole cards on the table and not thinking, not second guess about doing it. You know what I mean? This is how you get to uh, get to a place where you can win championships. You got to go all in. And the fact that the Rams are going all in, I mean, we started off with, I mean, like you just said, with Trent McDuffie, you know what I mean? And then extending Matthew Stafford for another year, and then making this blockbuster trade. I mean, even though you let go of Jared Verse, who I feel like that was a rising star, you know, a rising superstar in my opinion. Um, you know, the fact that you let him go to acquire a Miles Garrett who's still playing at a high level in this game, and you know, even though I mean Miles Garrett, he probably got what, like 3 years left in him. You know what I mean? Trying to use that time to get a championship or make an impact for that franchise. And for them to go all out, because at the end of the day, you know, they they want to win a championship for Matthew Stafford. Period. Period. You know what I mean? And they're going all in for that. And the thought of Aaron Donald coming back would be insane. I know that Aaron Donald was talking about that he lost the passion for the game and stuff like that. Um, getting Miles Garrett, you should be getting your passion back, brother. You should be getting your passion back. I know I would if I'm Aaron Donald. I mean, who would not want to play with the greatest, one of the greatest, if not the greatest, pass rushers of in rushers of all time. You know, and Miles Garrett, he's one of the greatest. Um,
I mean,
that's
Miles can say
really,
the same thing about. I would say Miles can say the same thing about Aaron Donald, bro. Aaron Donald was one of the greatest of all time.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is a like a once in a lifetime moment. You know what I'm saying? Like this can't happen. Like you said, this is something that's like a Madden type joint. This ain't no real life type joint. I mean, they made it real life because you know they did it. You know, gave acquired Miles Garrett, but like you know, this is something you can't really pass up. And so now I understand why Aaron Donald is entertaining the idea of coming back. And like you said, yeah, if he come back, it's Curtis. It's over. It's over for the league. I don't know who is stopping that dynamic. They already got a solid defense already. You know what I mean? The only problem with them last year was because they had a hard time um, getting to the quarterback, and second, stopping the run game. You know what I mean? When it comes to like coverages and all that, they was like top. They was real cool with that. They was chilling with that. But yeah, if you had a guy like Miles Garrett, and then you acquire Eric Donald to the mix, you ain't gotta give him all that money. Um, Aaron Donald got nothing to lose. He got nothing to lose. He got nothing to lose. If anything, he got a lot of gain. For real. Gain a second ring. Um, get a ring and then retire again. You know, this is a once in a lifetime moment, and I think if I'm in Aaron Donald's shoes, I will come back out of retirement. That's just me. If
Yeah.
I'm in his shoes, this is a once in a lifetime moment. This don't come every day. You got an opportunity to play against Miles Garrett with Miles Garrett. You go ahead and take it. Period. What's up, D Harris? What's up, girl? How you doing, girl?
What's up, brother? I mean, I can't. I'm not gonna say if you got that opportunity, take it because it's a reason why he retires because he lost that love for the game. And I don't think one person can make you have that love for the game back. But if he does find that love for the
They
game,
put a fire. I
yeah,
tell you
take
that.
it.
They put a fire in there. I tell you
I
that.
don't think I ain't gonna say it puts a fire under him. I'm not gonna say
I know,
that
bro. I think it would.
because if that was the case,
You
if that
know,
was
I
the
mean,
case,
people.
he would have been. This Rams team has been good, so it's not. If that was the case, then all the seasons where the Rams have been good, it should have lit a fire under him for him to be like, Aaron Donald is good enough to make an impact by himself.
I mean, yeah, though, but you imagine the impact with
No,
both guys on the
there
same
is
team.
there's no yeah if bro. If Aaron Donald was still on this Rams team without Miles Garrett, I guarantee you the Rams would have won the Super Bowl at some point.
I mean, okay, yeah, you can make that argument. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying in general, though, if you got I mean, the opportunity has presented itself that you playing with another, you know, juggernaut, the man that just broke the all-time sack record. You know what I'm saying? And and he's in your franchise, and you got a chance to win a ring with him. That's a story right there. That's just in my mind. Now, I don't know where he at mentally, like concerning like football and everything like that. Now, if he, is in a situation where, he's still like placating and trying to figure stuff out, you know, and he don't know if he don't want to play ball. I mean, that's a whole different story. What I'm saying, if he okay coming back and play football, and because I still believe that Aaron Donald can come back and still dominate. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Right. I still believe that if he came back now, he will still play at a high level. No doubt about it.
He'll
No
clearly
doubt.
play at a high level. He'll come back and still be the best player in on. He'll be the best D tackle in football if he comes back. Still, but as a fan, bro, I don't want to see that. The only people that really want to see that is Rams fans. No, nobody
Well,
wants to see
yeah.
that.
I mean, of course, as a fan, I don't want to see that. But I'm saying, but at the same time, that'll be historic. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, this that would be the best defense of all time, bro. That would be the
Absolutely.
best defensive duo of all time. I don't want to see
Absolutely.
that, bro. Just me as a fan. I'm just being honest, bro. I don't want to see it.
Well, if I was a Rams fan, I would definitely want to see it. If I was just a regular fan, then I'm like, I wasn't really that. I'm not that hyped about it or too ecstatic about it. I mean, I'm an Eagles fan. I really don't want to see it happen. But you know what I mean. But I'm just saying, like, I think I'm talking like as a public NFL public perspective, if you got those two together, I mean, you imagine how much like like attention that would bring. You know what I mean? Subtract the whole fan stuff. You know what I mean? I'm just saying as a football in general. You know what I mean? You pair those
No,
guys up.
that's what I'm talking. I'm not talking about from a fan perspective, brother. I'm talking about as a football, as just watching football. After a while, bro, I'm gonna get tired of seeing Miles Garrett and AJ and Aaron Donald just dominate every team. It's gonna be good for the in the beginning, but after a while, just seeing them dominate every single body, bro, it's going. I'm at some point you're gonna end up rooting against them. You're gonna want teams to beat them, and it's just not gonna happen.
I mean, I mean, I mean, I'm an Eagles fan, so I really don't want to see that happen. You know, I would rather him stay as retired, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, it'll definitely be a one of the best things I've ever seen in in NFL history. I'll say that.
Yeah, it would. It would, because ain't nobody gonna be able to stop them.
Nigga, yeah, right.
Right.
So I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it'll definitely be entertaining. You know what I mean? In my eyes. But
You say that
as
until
a fan,
until they
it'll
cook
be a
them.
nightmare. Yeah, yeah, that's what I said. As a fan, it'll be a nightmare.
Yeah, yeah. Aaron Donald gonna cook it. Watch, he gonna cook us.
Yeah, I know that.
He gonna cook us.
I know that. You know what I mean? But yeah, let me know about y'all comments and y'all thoughts about the potential Aaron Donald returning, coming out of retirement, and go back and pair up with Miles Garrett. Let us know how you feel about that. Texas in the super chat so we can hear from you, so we can understand what you're talking about, what you're saying. We want to engage with you. Um, you know, we still want to stick to the NFL. I know Aaron Donald, the potential thing about him coming back, but also another topic, another story that has just been unleashed today, which is Caleb Williams. He is on the Madden cover of Madden 2027, Madden 27, right?
Mm.
And recently in an interview, he said that his goal is to for him to be on the Madden cover back to back years. Um, so how you feel about Caleb Williams in the Madden cover, and is the curse going to be upon him?
I mean, well, first of all, the curse is upon everyone. Anyone who, I think the only person who didn't get cursed was Brady, if I'm not mistaken. But other than that, the curse is upon everyone. Everyone is cursed. Whoever is the Madden cover, and Caleb Williams will be cursed as well. He will be cursed. Um, I like seeing Caleb Williams as a cover. I mean, someone new, a fresh face, fresh. I mean, it's just fresh. I mean,
Mhm.
would I had expected it to be Caleb Williams? No, I thought that it was a lot of better players. I mean, Matthew Stafford was MVP. JSN had a great season, so I would have thought maybe one of those two would have been the Madden cover rather than Caleb Williams. But I
Mhm.
mean, hey, Caleb.
Yeah. Um, yeah. I was kind of pretty shocked that it was Kevin Williams because of how early his career started. But then again, he had a really monster season last year for real. He had a phenomenal season. Um, I think um, the Madden curse has definitely been upon everyone who has been in the cover of Madden. Um, I think probably Caleb Williams is going to be upon that curse. Um, there's like a blessing in the curse, you know what I'm saying? And congratulations to Caleb Williams. I mean, for him to be in the cover of that, and he just started what like 2 3 years ago.
Mm,
Like, it's the third year, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that's quite an accomplishment, for him and everything like that. Especially a player that really, you know, you know, didn't really make as much impact. Um, 2 out of the 3 years that he's been in the league. You know what I mean? The only crazy impact that he made was last year and all the crazy stuff, plays that he was doing, being an Iceman and all that. But yeah, I mean, congratulations to him. I just hope that he'll be able to break the curse. But if he don't, then I guess it's his turn to get shot down. I mean, you see Saquon. Saquon was there last year, and look how that turned out. He did not perform in a way that we expected um, for him to perform after coming off of a 2,000 rushing yard season. So yeah, we'll see. But congratulations to Caleb Williams on that as well. Um, but yeah, but you want to touch more on that, or you good?
No, I'm good.
Okay. All right. So yeah, we was talking about Caleb Williams, and now the drama's over, saga's over. AJ Brown is now a Patriot. Um, your thoughts and what does this mean not only for New England but the entire AFC? And what do you feel about the comments that AJ Brown said yesterday on the podium? Um,
First of all, the drama is not over or the saga is not over because AJ Brown is still talking. I mean, as long as AJ Brown talks, they're still going to be talking about AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts because of the comments that he made. So I don't really like the comments that he made. I feel like first of all, I felt like it was too soon to be making comments about
right,
like at least about these comments. I feel like when you leave a team, usually you say good things about like the organization, how they treated you, and then leave it at that. And then any drama that you had probably comes out once you retire or later on down the line. But it's like he did it the next day. So I was like, that I don't respect, but I do think AJ Brown will go crazy for the New England Patriots. You got to think that the Patriots went to the Super Bowl without a true number one. Um, Stephon Diggs didn't play up to standard, and he was supposed to be there to be the guy. Um, the Will Boot, I mean, he played good, but he's not a number one. So Drake
mhm.
May now has a true number one. So AJ Brown will get the ball thrown to him. I do believe that AJ Brown will have at least 1,400 yards. At least 1,400 yards and 10 plus touchdowns.
This
AJ
year,
Brown's gonna go back to yeah, this year. AJ Brown's gonna go back to being a top five receiver. For sure. That's for sure. Um I think what it means for the AFC, like I said, if the Patriots was able to do that without a number one, the AFC should be scared. If AJ Brown can get back to his top peak form with and the Patriots don't fall off and don't take a step back, meaning their defense comes back even better. Um the Patriots run game was very good last year, and now you add AJ Brown, so I just see them being good. AJ Brown and if I'm not mistaken, they have Romeo Dubs.
right?
So I think that can be a nice little duo, but AJ Brown's gonna go crazy. Yeah, you could just tell from how happy he is, from all the catches he's making. He's gonna go crazy this year. Mark my words on that.
Comments that he said in the podium. One of the comments that he said was, "This almost feels like heaven." Um, this almost feels like heaven, AJ Brown. This almost feels like heaven. You just came off of a team that you was dominating for the past 4 years. You just came off a team that gave you your first championship and went to the Super Bowl twice. You just came off a team that took your game to the next level when you got traded from Tennessee. Now, besides all that drama and everything like that, he still was having, um, 1,000 yards season each and every time he's been there. He's been a three-time Pro Bowler, a captain. You had all these accolades in Philadelphia in these 4 years tenure that you've been here, 4 years, and all you say is this feels like heaven, almost close to it. Now you got to remember during this whole time, even when he was with the Eagles, the man could never stop talking about the Patriots. I get that that's your childhood team, and I understand that. I get that, but you know, and it's okay to talk about your childhood team here and there, but he's talk about stuff that's just wrong timing for some reason. It just be bad timing, and it don't be focused on what he really needs to be focused on. That's my problem with AJ Brown is that he find ways to, I guess, use different type of wording or how he feels to, I guess, feel express how he feels now, even if it's not if it's gonna come out to backfire or not. You know, during the time he was with the Eagles, all he couldn't stop talking about was the New England Patriots. The man wanted out of Philly. The man wanted to be a New England Patriot. Literally, someone said in the interview, "What was your best Super Bowl moment?" The man said, "The New England Patriots." You just came off a Super Bowl, and that's not your favorite moment. That told me right there that not only um, that you are selfish, not only that you your heart, we know where your heart is, but it also told me that I don't really think that he kind of appreciates, really truly appreciate what he, you know, done for Philly. You know what I mean? I don't know. At this point, you know what I mean? With AJ Brown, you just never know what he say stuff and he throws stuff out, and we just don't know how he interpreted it. You know what I mean? We just trying to figure his brain out. You know what I mean? We just don't know. Now, I agree with you on that one thing. I feel like that he should have not done that interview. That literally the day after he got traded, I think that was way too soon. In my opinion too. Um, and for real, I don't blame Jalen Hurts for not backing up, AJ Brown because all the crap that AJ Brown has been putting upon the Philadelphia Eagles and his own quarterback, I wouldn't say nothing either. If I'm Jalen Hurts either, I wouldn't defend that. It's so unfortunate, bro. And I mean, look here. I mean, probably nothing happened with them, like personally wise, or whatever the case may be. But or they probably did or it didn't. I don't know. But the thing about it is like, bro, why are you still bringing up stuff to try to make it seem like it's a problem? You feel me? Like that part I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? It just don't make no sense to me. And even when it was done, it was over. You're a Patriot. You going back to throw Jalen Hurts under the bus again. My advice to AJ Brown is just be quiet and be where you at. Because at this point, it's like you're not an Eagle no more. You're not in that organization no more. We don't care about you now, AJ Brown. Go ahead and do you. Go be a Patriot. Go dominate. Stuff like that. We don't want to hear no comments at all about AJ Brown about anything that has to do with the Eagles ever again. I'm tired of AJ Brown and his remarks and his even I don't know how like how he whether he means well or not, it's still gonna fall back to us. We don't like it. We don't want it. We got rid of you for a reason. Go out there, enjoy yourself. You wanted to be a patriot this whole entire time. You finally got your opportunity. We respect what you did for us. Just go ahead and do you. Do not talk about the Eagles ever again, unless you're retiring an Eagle or something like that. But I don't want to hear nothing, no comment or anything that AJ Brown is saying that has to do with the Eagles. It's over, dude. Don't say nothing. Just focus on your team and be done with it. Now, as far as how you're gonna make an impact, I think he's gonna go crazy too, bro. I think the way that he's expressing and how he feels about being a Patriot, I can already tell he's gonna go crazy. It definitely does elevate New England. Um, um, the defense, I'm still see if because well, I mean, this still is a good defense, but in the AFC, their defensive teams have definitely improved, and so as in New England, it hasn't really been they haven't really have made moves to kind of improve their defense. You know what I mean? And so
I see, and that's why I disagree, bro. Because they didn't make no big signings, but one of the key pieces that got hurt last year was their defensive tackle Christian Barmore, and Christian Barmore is a stud. So he's coming back from injury, and I guarantee you the combination of him and Milton Williams, it already started off good. So they're coming back. He's coming back with a vengeance. He's coming back to because if I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure if he made his got his contract or not yet. Yeah, I think he might have, but he's coming to play. So even though they didn't make no big moves, they still have players that like Christian Gonzalez who didn't get paid yet, who's going to try to show that he's the number one. And just how
yeah,
even if you are mad at AJ Brown did help with the development of Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean.
he did.
So he's going to help with the development of Christian Gonzalez just with all the practicing that they're going to be doing, giving him all the little tricks of the trade. So
I
Christian
see that.
Gonzalez will probably have a great year as well. And whoever else is on their defense just competing with just AJ Brown or the other receivers that they acquired. So I think that the Patriots defense is going to be good. I'm not going to lie. I think they're gonna be real good. Yeah,
Yeah,
receiver number 2 is Romeo
oh
Dobbs
God,
from that was on the package.
the Green Bay Packers. Yeah, that was in the Green Bay Packers. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think, I mean, now since Drake May took him to the Super Bowl without really a solidified type of number one wideout. Now they got it one. The one person I'm really
Mhm.
looking at is Drake May. Even though they have a hard schedule this year, a really tough schedule, I want to see if he's really about that. You know what I mean? I want to see. That's my eyes on because They kind of gave Drake May everything that he needs at this point. And I think they're right now at a stage where since he took the team to the Super Bowl without AJ Brown, imagine what he can do with AJ Brown now. And he's still a young boy. He's still in his contract, a rookie contract. You know what I mean? He's still a young player. You feel me? And so Drake kind of showed the New England Patriots organization promise inside him. Now, for me, I feel like that Drake may need to. I think he needs to improve more, in my opinion, because I feel like that he hasn't really played uh, nobody to really say, "Oh, okay, Drake May is the real deal." You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't. I don't agree with that at all because I feel like that whole thing is just talking about the playoffs because Drake May has played teams in the regular season. If you want to say he hasn't played anybody in the playoffs, then that's cool. But Drake May was an MVP candidate for a reason. So I can't let people throw dirt on his name like Drake May has to prove himself, but then someone like Jaden Daniels come along and Jaden Daniels is the greatest player ever after one season. I
I'm
can't
not
do that,
throwing
brother.
dirt. I'm not throwing dirt at Drake May. I'm just saying I'm just need to see
No, I
more.
mean you're not throwing dirt on him, but the man was an MVP candidate in his second year. That yeah, you gotta what more can you want to see? He was an MVP candidate. Number two he was number two in the MVP, and a lot of people would argue that he could have won it in his second year without really any weapons. So that's why for me, I don't really have to see much more from Drake May. What I'm looking at is AJ Brown. That's what I'm looking at. Drake May showed me that he can do it without a number one. I want to see if can AJ do it without Jalen Hurts. That's what I'm looking at. Can AJ talk real big on how he wants the ball and all that? So will AJ deliver when the ball is coming to him? Because he's going to get way more targets than he has gotten with the Eagles the past couple seasons. So to me, Drake May has already proved himself and solidified him as a good quarterback in his league.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's not
That's
a good
me.
quarterback. I'm not saying he's not a good quarterback or anything like that. I'm not saying
Well,
that.
what do you need to see from Drake May then, bro?
I need to see him go against beat Josh Allen. I need to see him beat Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes. If I could truly
See,
say, okay, all right, then he's a guy to be threatened with. I don't see Drake May as a threat with those type of
you
guys.
say that. See, the thing is, you say that, bro, but he's made it somewhere that none of those guys have made it. So
I mean,
the
yeah,
saying
that's why I
we
kind of
talking.
gave him grace. That's why I kind of gave him grace.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have no choice. I mean, we all talk about how Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and all those guys haven't made it to the finals. I mean, to the Super Bowl.
Super
Drake
Bowl.
May has done it.
He
Drake May made
did.
it to the Super Bowl.
He did. I mean, one could argue
Um,
that if Bo Nix didn't get hurt, he would not went to the Bowl.
yeah, I mean, you can argue that, but it's not a complete argument. You don't know. Nobody knows that for sure.
Yeah, but I believe it. I believe they wouldn't have
No,
won
no,
that game.
nobody. No way. I mean, same way I can say if Christian Barmer wasn't hurt, the Patriots. I mean, it wouldn't be a debate that they would have beat the Broncos. So a lot of ifs out there in the world that you can always make. But the reality is,
But the
Bo
fact
Nix
is
got
that he
hurt.
went to the Bowl. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I kind of gave him good grace. I don't define it more. It's like I want to see Drake May compete with those type of quarterbacks in the AFC. The type of number one guys, the top five quarterbacks in the AFC, like Patrick Mahomes. You know what I mean? Like Lamar. You know, stuff like that. I want to see what can Drake May can go toe to toe with them. You know what I'm saying? We haven't really seen last year, and he can go toe to toe with them. You know what I'm saying? And win. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Now, yeah, he went to the Super Bowl first. You know, Lamar didn't go. I mean, Joe Burrow did go, but Josh Allen didn't go. You feel what I'm saying? So I get what you're coming from. You know what I mean? Um, but I'm just saying, I just need to see more. I want to see how he's gonna like do with those type of players, like those type of teams. You know what I mean? Because we haven't seen that last year. You know what I mean? Um, especially in the playoffs. I mean, the playoffs, it was just snowy days and snowy playoff games and stuff like that. So we didn't really see a really lot of Drake May. I just I'm not saying I'm not saying that he no scrub or anything like that. I think he's a good quarterback. I just say I just need to see more. I want to see more. That's all.
Yeah, we got this. We got. I mean, you gotta disagree on that, brother.
All right.
Yeah, we
All right.
gotta disagree, brother.
Well, Drake London, he had a major contract extension. You know what I mean? He signed a 4 year, $114 million, no, $141 million deal, right? Um, 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 $100 million guaranteed. Makes him the highest paid wide receiver, um, and actually in Atlanta Falcons history right now. And so, what do you think? Do you think this was a good move for Atlanta Falcons?
Yeah, I mean, Drake London is the number one receiver. I mean, he has to get you have to pay him. I mean, he's
Right.
your number one pass catcher. I mean, your offense is literally built around Bijan
Drake.
Robinson and Drake. So yeah, both of those players are going to get paid high contracts, probably high overall or high setting contracts. So I think it was a good move.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really much I can really say about that other than it's a good move. I mean, you
Yeah.
build it for your future.
It's like a no-brainer.
You show,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Hmm.
it's a good move. I mean, at the end of the day, though, it's like even with making that move, it's like you still don't know who your quarterback is. So as much of a
Yeah.
great move that I see it is, you still don't know who's going to be throwing him the ball. So that's the only thing with that. It's a great move, but it'd be even better if you had your quarterback solidified.
Right. I agree with you 100%. I feel like this is a great move. I feel like you had to do this. Your team was built around B.J. Robinson and London, and so you have to build upon that. They got some good wide receivers around that. That type of dynamic with them and all that. But you just said the number one question: who's going to be that quarterback? Um, Either it's going to be Michael Pickens Jr. or Tua. Um, or they might have to draft somebody in the draft. You know what I mean? The quarterback is still a question mark, and that's a huge question mark because if you don't have a quarterback, you don't got nothing. So, but in general, as a whole, when it comes like to a franchise perspective, this was the best move. It had to be the best move. You had to make this move. He's your franchise. You want to see he's part of the franchise, the face of the franchise, and he's the future. So this was definitely a no-brainer. So congratulations to Derek, to Drake London for your mega
Hmm.
payday for sure. Um, Now since AJ Brown's gone, what's next for the Philadelphia Eagles, and who do you think is on the hot seat this year?
What's next for the Eagles is finding their identity on offense. I mean, they say that we're trying to become a more passing team, but the truth of the matter is the Eagles have always been a running team. No matter who the receivers are, the Eagles have always been a running team. So even if the Eagles want to become a passing team, if this run game is not established, the Eagles will not go far. I'm just
Right.
that's just the truth. So if Saquon has another bad season, the Eagles is gonna the Eagles is not gonna be good this year. So I think that's what you really need to look forward to on this Eagles team. Defense is solidified. I mean, we know what we get with the defense. We know what Vic Fangio is going to bring. It's all
Mm-hmm.
about Sean Mannion. Are you going to be the change that the offense needs? Because if you're
Right.
not, then we're going to still be looking for an offensive coordinator. As far as the hot seat, it's Jalen Hurts. I mean, Jalen Hurts, we he hasn't had that high statistical season since the year that he was a MVP candidate. Since then, he hasn't really had that high statistical season. I mean, yes, he's won the Super Bowl. Yes, he's outplayed Patrick Mahomes in both Super Bowls. But
Mm-hmm.
statistically, in the regular season, he hasn't had those games where you'd be like, "Wow, Jalen Hurts just went off." He hasn't had those games. So
Mm-hmm.
now you
Very
don't
rare.
have AJ Brown. You said what?
No, I was saying it's very rare that he has those type of games.
Yeah, I mean, the only time that I can even say that he had those games is like against the Bills in overtime, where he got the rushing touchdown at the end to win the game. But
Mm-hmm.
it's never. I don't think I can remember a game where it's with his arm. Usually it's with his legs. I don't remember one with his arms. So like I was going to say, AJ Brown's not on the team no more. So the whole distraction, the whole he always try to get AJ Brown the ball because AJ Brown wants the ball. You can't use that no more. Now you have nobody in your ear. You don't have none of these receivers saying, "Give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball." Now you can really think and you can really just process everything on the field. So I expect Jalen Hurts to go off this season. There is no excuses. There's no excuses. Jalen there, bro. There's no excuses, brother. No,
I
none,
feel you. I
none.
feel you.
He needs to go off. Like I can't stress it enough, especially if we're making that change to be a passing offense. I mean, you got too many weapons on this. It's too many. The offensive line is coming back healthy.
Yeah.
Too many offense that can too many weapons that can catch the ball, and then you got great running backs. So it's what from starters to backups, you're good. You're good. So Jalen Hurts is in the hot seat. Um, I feel like if any other players on this offense plays bad, it's gonna be water under the bridge. You're not gonna
Yeah.
say if Smitty doesn't have the year that we think he should have, more than likely we're gonna blame Jalen Hurts. That's just the truth.
You
If
said more than likely, you
Saquon,
know what?
if Saquon, I said more than likely people is gonna blame Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
More than likely. If Makai Lemon doesn't play up to the standard that we want him to play at, more than likely you're gonna blame Jalen Hurts. So if Saquon doesn't play to the standard, we're gonna be mad about it. But then we're gonna also say 2K say Sean Barkley won us a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
On he ran us to the Super Bowl. I mean Jalen Hurts got the MVP, but say Sean ran us to the
You
Super
know,
Bowl.
for the most.
So
Yeah.
we're not gonna put him in the hot seat. It's gonna be Jalen Hurts because if Jalen Hurts play bad, then it's gonna be questions about should Jalen Hurts be in this finish out his career as the Eagle. The questions will start to come.
Yeah.
So it's all about Jalen Hurts and him how he's gonna do the season.
That was a lot. Yeah. uh, yeah, you 100% right. I think now since AJ Brown is gone, the new offensive scheme and everything like that that they're are implemented in the offense, I think it's going to elevate Jalen Hurts to another level. Um, I think the run game is going to be a lot better, but I think it's going to be a lot more different just because he's under center. Um, I think the way that they showed their run tech throughout the years, they're going to be showing it in a different way. You know what I mean? I think it's going to be in a whole different way. They literally tossed out the old playbook and created a new one. And like Saquon said, he said, experienced I've never experienced an offense like this. He said it out of his own mouth during the off season when he was talking with ESPN in an interview, and he said he loves it. And so, um, yeah, you're absolutely right. They are absolutely a run team. First, they usually abuse you with the run and everything, but I still believe they're going to do that, but they're going to do it in a different way. Um, I think with the Howie Roseman has tried so hard to keep this wide receiver deep depth room um, that can actually fill the void of AJ Brown. I'm not saying they're going to replace him, but I'm saying that Jalen Hurts has enough weapons, plenty of weapons to succeed. You get what I'm saying? The way they're trying to go to, which is another Super Bowl. And I feel like they don't need AJ Brown with that. All they need is just more type of, what they're, they just, implemented, with more playmakers, wide receivers that fit what they're trying to do offensively. Um, yeah, so I do believe that this is going to be different. I think they're going to be using a lot of, passing and stuff, dealing with, Eli and Dallas Goddard and stuff like that. I really think they're going to be doing a lot of different stuff. Um, that's going to push. I think Sean Mannion is really pushing him to his uncomfortable, where he's uncomfortable at, and he needs that. Um, I think Jalen Hurts knows how important this year is. Um, I don't think nobody needs to tell him how important this year is. All he's been doing has been um, working extra hard and ready to go. I mean, heck, he won. I mean, he missed the boy AJ Brown wedding because he was out there practicing and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't going to no functions or none of that because you know how serious this year is. This is a pinnacle year in Jalen Hurts' career. Um, and I believe he's going to ring the bell. He's going to respond to the bell, no doubt about it. Now, who's in the hot seat? Obviously, Jalen Hurts. But I'm gonna throw another person out there. He's not a player. He's a coach, Nick Sirianni. If they fail, trust and believe, Nick is going to get fired. Period. Period.
I disagree.
Do you disagree? No, it's going
Yeah,
to
I
happen, bro.
disagree.
Because it's going to happen. It's
Why
going to
you
happen
tell me to why is he gonna get fired?
because because number one, Nick said off in his mouth that he is going to help Sean Mannion with the play calling, and we know that we know that Nick Sirianni is a basic type mind offensively when it comes to playbook calling.
I
He
mean, but
doesn't know
Nick
a whole
Sirianni
lot.
also said Nick Sirianni said he's gonna help him. He didn't say he's taking over play calling. He's just helping him. Giving
You gonna
Sean
help?
Mannion the ability.
You gonna help him with? You don't know. You don't know basic crap.
He's the head coach. He helps with everything. I mean, no matter
For
what you
what?
think, whether that's offense or defense, he helps with everything. He's the head coach, brother.
He's a motivator, man.
He helps Vic
He's
Fangio.
a motivator.
He makes suggestions to Vic, bro. He makes suggestions to Vic Fangio too, bro. That's his job.
Now, uh, I
Bro,
don't know,
yo,
bro. I'm gonna say this, bro. After what happened last
he's not
year,
getting
bro.
fired.
Uh,
He's not getting fired. The man. Look at and we talk about resumes. Look at his resume. Before Nick Sirianni, it will be Jalen Hurts. That's a guarantee.
yeah, okay, I agree
Nick
with you on that.
Sirianni hasn't.
But if they
Nick
do fail, they're
Sirianni,
gonna
because you
clean
gotta
house.
understand this. You gotta understand this. you you can say Nick Sirianni had bad play calling, but Nick Sirianni should have never been in that position to be play calling.
Yeah, but
That's not who
also,
he is.
yeah, I understand that,
So what?
but also like if you're an elite coach, right? Like Nick Sirianni is, concerning the status that he is, and he's been going for the past 5 years. You should, if something happened and the offensive coordinator is not doing their job, whatever the case may be, or something happens and whatever the case may be, you should learn that playbook. Well, if that's the case,
No,
why are you a head coach?
no, I disagree with you. There's different types of head coaches. You got head coaches that are good with only defense. Defense. You have head coaches that's good with only offense, and you have head coaches that are more good with player development and team building. Nick Sirianni is a team builder. He's not a offensive minded coach. He is not a defensive minded coach. He is a team builder. That's what his job is as a head coach, and it has worked. So, all the people who be saying that his play calling sucks, yes, it does because he's not an offensive minded coach. He's not. That's why he gets offensive coordinators. He hires offensive coordinators for a reason because he cannot call plays.
Yeah, but
And
you
that was
got
the
you got
case.
you got stuck on that right though.
I mean,
I
yeah,
mean, what
yeah, he
happened in
got
the past?
stripped from that right. Yes, he got stripped from that right. But at the same time, Nick Sirianni never wanted to be an offensive coordinator. Nick Sirianni wants to be the head coach. He doesn't want to be. He doesn't want to be the blame. Why would he want to be the one calling the plays and be blamed? Because if that was the
Well, if
case,
that's the
he would
case,
already been fired.
well, if that's
He
the
would have
case,
been
why
fired
you
already
took
if
the
that was the
job?
case.
Well, not the head coach's job. Well, if that's the case, why did you took the more like reign to the job? I mean, they literally came up to him and said, this is your team. You can pick whatever offensive coordinator you want, and this that, and the third. If
And he
you feel
did.
like that, well,
They got hired.
huh?
The people he picked got hired to be head coaches. That's not on him.
No, not that I know of, brother. Man, I can tell,
Yes,
I
yes,
can recall,
yes,
I can recall two
yes.
hires they made, including Kevin Patullo. He didn't get hired to be no darn coach,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Only two people. Yes, but you got to understand that they came from within the organization. So
But he hired them.
don't matter. He also hired people who won Super Bowl. So what are you trying to say, bro?
Well, that was Howard Roseman. Howard Roseman,
No, no. See, I told you, you're not gonna do that. Yeah, I hate when y'all try to give him credit for hiring people that did bad, but then give people who did good the credit to Howie Roseman. That don't even make no sense.
Howard Roseman
That makes
did
no
hire
sense.
Kevin Moore. That's the truth.
That makes no sense. So that if you're gonna give Howie Roseman the credit for hiring Kellen Moore, then you got to give him the credit for hiring Brian or elevating Brian Johnson and Kevin Patullo. You have to. It don't make no sense. You can't say give him credit for one thing and not credit for the other thing.
Well, I'm not gonna give him the credit. He probably gave the permission for them to get the job. And that doesn't mean he didn't hire. He like handpicked them. Brian Johnson got handpicked by Nick Sirianni, and Howie approved it.
No, and Howie too, and
I said
Howie
Howie
too.
approved it.
Maybe agree.
He approved it.
No, no, no. Okay, okay, okay. And then I guess Howie Roseman handpicked Kellen Moore, and Nick Sirianni approved it. So now what, bro? Because it works both ways. It works both ways, brother. So whether you're gonna give Nick Sirianni his credit,
Hey, I can
whether
take
you
him
like it
as
or
a
not.
coach. I think he's one of the best coaches in the league. I'm giving the whole thing with you. I mean, now if you saying that he's just a team builder and a motivator and all that type of stuff, then all right, cool. And I ain't gonna like stress him out with the whole playbook calling. But my thing is like, you gotta know at least something. You know what I mean? Like that whole entire season, you know what I mean? You couldn't have no right ideas whatsoever.
No, that's not him, bro. That's like asking Andy Reid to coach a defense. You can't. Andy Reid is not what Andy Reid does. He's an offensive minded coach. He coaches. His mindset's for
Hey,
the offense, not the defense. Feel me? That's like asking. That's like saying Dan Campbell, telling Dan Campbell to make offensive calls. Maybe he can do it, but it's not no guarantee that he's gonna be the next big thing. Nick Sirianni is not a he's not a offensive minded player. It's not like it's not that's not him. It's not him. You can't make him something he's not.
Okay,
What's
now
working
you
for
want
him
to
worked for him. He got a Super Bowl.
okay, you want that argument. You want it. You want it.
You know?
All right,
Thank
you
you,
want
brother.
it. You want it. You know what I mean?
Thank you, brother. Because
And no doubt about it. I think Nick Sirianni is the best. I think he's one of the best. You know what I mean?
Cause I agree with you that he can't do no play calling. I agree, but I can't be like he's gonna get fired because of it. Because if you gonna say he's horrible with the play calling, but then you gotta give him the credit for the tush push because the tush push didn't come until he became the head coach. So
And
and
the
if he was
wins
giving
too.
suggestions, if he was giving suggestions, he gave that suggestion as well. So
I feel you on that. All right, well, I guess Jalen Hurts is the guy in the hot seat now. So let us know your comment
yeah.
below about what's next for Philadelphia. Would you feel like this offense, new offensive scheme, new offensive mind, is going to be good or bad for Jalen Hurts in the offense? And let us know on down below, comment down below, see how you feel, see what you feel. Now we have one more topic to discuss today of the show, and we're going to continue to keep on with the Eagles. Now it has just been reported, well, not just been reported, but it's been reported. Well, this guy has been lingering around for a while, and today earlier, I think a couple hours ago, has been a report that the Eagles are in trade talks of getting uh, Josh Sweat back um, to the Eagles um, because he's not happy with his current situation in Arizona and Josh Allen, Josh not Josh Allen, Josh Sweat, he wants out in Arizona. Um, this reunion might happen. I don't know. We might see a reunion. But if it does happen, is that a good move or a bad move?
In my opinion, it's a. I think it's both. I think it's a good move in terms of the talent that Josh Sweat can bring. Clearly, Josh Sweat is a talented edge rusher. I mean, you've seen what he did with us. You've seen what he did with the Cardinals his first year. He's very talented at the edge rusher position. My problem with bringing him back is the money. That's a lot of people we
uh,
still have to pay, and
uh,
I'm pretty sure Josh Sweat is a top paid player right now. So we already extended Grenard. We still gotta pay. We just extended Jordan Davis. We still gotta pay Jalen Carter. I don't for that reason.
you
I
don't
don't
see
want to bring him back.
you like financially you don't see it as a fit.
If financially I don't see it, I mean talent wise I see it, but then it's like I don't. I feel like that room gets kind of crowded as well. I feel like that room would get a little crowded with
I mean, you like going
as far as
like
playing
Nolan
time.
Smith.
Yeah, I mean I feel like Nolan Smith when he would his time would get cut. So he wouldn't get that chance to have that prove it year to prove to us if he's willing if he's worth extending or not. Because he's gonna be splitting reps with Josh Sweat, Jonathan Grenard, Jalix Hunt, and I'm pretty sure it's other players that I'm forgetting. We signed other players that I can't think of their names right now. But the boy from the Falcons, a BK.
Yeah, but he's more like a guy that's like you know playing the preseason, see if he gonna make the team. Type guy.
Nah, I think he's gonna make the team.
Think so?
But BK is he's nice. He's nice. So it's like I said, it's a lot of people in that group right now that can make the team at least that can make the team and make a impact. So bringing Josh Sweat in only confuses that and takes away from from that. So I mean, unless you was to trade away like a Josh, I mean not Joshua, unless you was to trade away like Nolan or something, then I can't see it
Do
because
you
if we do back to the financials, we might want to extend Nolan Smith. I don't know yet. I don't know what how he has in store or what his plans are, but maybe Nolan is one of those players he wants to extend. So I don't know how much Nolan would go for as well. So financially, I don't like it, but for the team, I like it. I like the player and the talent he is.
Yeah, I feel like that if Josh Allen does come back, then he's gonna have to once again take a pay cut, or they might have to cut some of that stuff down. I think he realized that when he went to Arizona, he was a Super Bowl champion, and usually you're a Super Bowl champion, and he was one of the highlight reels there because he had like what 2, 3 sacks against Patrick Mahomes. He was getting paid top dollar money, but uh, all money ain't good money. All money ain't good money. As you can see, the man's depressed down there. Um,
Yeah, I don't think he's taking no
yeah,
pay cut, bro.
well, that's the only way. That's the only way I see. Like him coming back to Philly. Now I don't know about other teams. The other teams might take his contract, but if he like, because I know one of his teams that he wanted to go to was back to Philly. So like. I think it was the Packers and Philly. That was the team. Those two teams that I know. I don't know if it was more, but those are two teams that he wanted to go. But or Philly will pay half of it, and then Arizona pay half of it. You know what I mean? Um, Either way, um, production wise and the team, I think this is a good move. You bring back Sweat, a veteran guy and stuff like that. That still know how to play at a high level. You add him to the mix with Carter, where they just acquired Jonathan from Minnesota Vikings, um,
Mm.
Jalen Carter, and all them guys, all of them. It's gonna be that definitely would be a good game, a good defensive joint. But what's crazy though, bro? I got a feeling a blockbuster trade is gonna happen. It's just in my gut
Mm.
feeling that something's gonna happen. I don't know if it's gonna be Josh Allen. I mean, not Josh Allen, Josh Sweat. But I got a feeling Howie Roseman is gonna do something crazy. Um,
Yeah,
I mean, huh?
I said I don't know.
I got a feeling because now he got a lot more leverage with the picks and stuff like that, and he saved some money. Um, I don't know. I'll say this: if you got an opportunity to grab Max Crosby, go grab him.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, brother.
You ain't gotta let go of 2 first round picks. I tell you that. So like I'm just saying. I mean, yeah, Howie's always sniffing. He's always sniffing around. Like we already know this. Like Howie's always sniffing around, trying to figure out what he can do and this and the third. I feel like after what happened with the Rams and made a bomb trade like that, Philly got to do something crazy. And
I
they
ain't doing that.
have.
It's just that it's not that I doubt it. It's just the whole Max Crosby thing is just so. Max Crosby is a tricky player because he got traded and then failed the physical and got traded right back. So it's like that's the only reason why it's just tricky with the Max Crosby getting trading Max Crosby because I don't. No one knows what shape that man is in. I don't even know if I've seen like any like highlights of him practicing like in OTAs or anything.
I don't see him playing in OTAs, but I did see him working out.
Yeah, but like he failed his physical and all that. So it's like I trading for him is like you don't know what to expect, brother. It's like maybe he
He
might be
haven't filled
good,
out in
maybe he might
physical.
not.
He probably failed it on
he
purpose.
might he might have, but he was going to a great team in the Ravens.
He was.
I mean, well, if not a great team, at least a great defense. That was great. Ravens got a good defense. It's better
And
than
remember,
than the Raiders.
Max Crosby said he would love to play in Philly. He said that
I mean,
publicly
he probably did. I mean, I'm not. That's why I don't deny. I'm not denying it, bro. It's
multiple
just that
times.
the whole physical thing scares me now, bro. That's what I'm saying. I'm not denying that
I mean,
he can that how he
I
can
mean,
move.
well,
It's,
I mean, if they try to, you know what I mean. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, it ain't gonna hurt us. I mean, if they try to get him and he passed, great for us. If you don't pass the test or whatever the case may be, you get our trade stuff back. It's as simple as that. You know what I mean? But
uh,
I feel like low key
and
didn't
I
want to be the Ravens.
and I definitely think you gotta give up a first to get him too.
Yeah. I feel like it was you gonna have to get him a first. I don't think like the demanding that they said. I think after what happened with the physical and stuff like that, they can't demand two first round picks. Yeah, you can't do that. So they probably put first round pick, third round pick, and Nolan Smith or something like that, or fourth round pick and Nolan Smith. But I don't know. I just feel like that Nolan Smith, uh, whether it's this year or next year, his time in Philly gonna be up.
I don't know. I feel like in my I truly believe that Nolan Smith is gonna have a bounce back year.
I hope so. I hope so. But the way that
I
Howie is
truly
sticking
believe.
around, and especially when they're in a win now move situation, you know what I mean. They ain't got no time to really just be wasting years and years of just just playing to be playing. You know what I mean? So we don't know what's going on with Howie Roseman, but I'm just saying, don't be shocked if something happens or he's cooking up something, especially after Miles Garrett, because you know how bad he wanted Miles Garrett. You know how bad he wanted Miles Garrett. Howie wanted him
Yeah, I
bad.
mean not bad enough to trade Jalen Carter. So
Oh yeah,
it
that was
wasn't
not the
that bad.
question. Yeah,
It wasn't that
that was
bad
not the
because
question.
the value that we hold for Jalen Carter is the value that the Rams had for Jared Verse. So as bad as we might say that he wanted Garrett, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't the same amount of bad as the Rams because they gave up they future DN
Yeah,
future defensive player for Miles Garrett for the present, something we wasn't willing to do. So
because they
I think we wanted Miles Garrett bad, but I think we also know Jalen Carter is the future of this defense. He not even the future. He's the president of this defense. He's this defense.
absolutely, absolutely.
You feel me? So
There was no doubt about it.
I think yeah. So
I
yeah,
would
that's what I
actually
think.
be I would actually been mad if they made that trade. If they would have made that trade,
Yeah,
I would have been mad.
I would have been mad too. I would have been mad too, brother.
I would have been mad because I'm like, yo, bro, why did you let go of Jalen Carter for Miles Garrett? I mean, Miles Garrett is cool, but the man almost in his career. Jalen Carter still got a lot more gas in the tank. He's a dominant player. He's the face of the
Mm.
one of the faces of the defense. Why did you do that? I would actually
Yeah,
been mad about that.
and I think the fact that Jalen Carter knows that we rejected Miles Garrett for him, I think that's gonna make him play even harder.
Me too. That's why I predict that Jalen Carter gonna have a nice year.
Yeah, I think at one point Jalen Carter will be in a conversation for a defensive player of the year. It's just a matter
I
of
believe
when.
that. I believe that. I hope he wins. I hope he wins. He
I do
deserves it.
too.
You know what I mean? But I mean, we'll see. You know what I mean? This is all kind of like reporters said that it might happen with Josh Sweat. You know what I mean? But I mean, we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? But that's all for today, y'all. We covered all the topics
Mhm.
today. Uh, thank y'all for tuning in. on the show, y'all. We appreciate y'all. We saw all y'all comments and y'all likes. We thank y'all for always showing up and showing love and continue to follow us, man. We don't take it for granted or we don't take it lightly, man. We appreciate everything and and y'all taking the time out of y'all day because y'all didn't have to do it, but y'all do anyway to come hanging out with us, and we're forever grateful for that, and we thank y'all for that. Is there anything you want to say, Sean?
Nah,
No.
nah, I'm good, y'all.
Well,
Appreciate y'all.
appreciate y'all. Always appreciate y'all, and enjoy the NBA Finals tonight. We'll see who's going to win tonight, and we'll see you back in Friday. Same place, possibly same time. Still, um, leaning on towards probably the same time. Uh, but we'll let y'all know. But we'll definitely be on Friday, no doubt.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So that being said, it
All
was
right,
good.
bro.
You gonna say something? Good.
Nah, I was saying bye. I I was saying bye to the people. we gotta get
Uh,
the rest. We
yeah,
gotta double tomorrow. We gotta get
I
the rest.
got double tomorrow, so yeah, we gotta get the rest, y'all. But thank y'all, appreciate y'all, and peace. Take care. Much blessings. See y'all on Friday, y'all. Be safe.
All right.